Hello Glam Bugs, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gigi, and as you can see, I'm going to do a removal today, and I thought we would just dedicate a video to that because in all of the nail communities that I frequent, I see the question all the time: how do you take off your nails? What's the best way to do this? My nail tech just shoved a nail tip under my nail and popped them off. Is that okay? By the way, it is not. So let's talk about the ways that you can take your nails off. Honestly, there's really, depending on what you're wearing, there's really only a couple ways to do it and to do it safely. Now, if you're wearing full cover tips like I am and you just have them on with these little glue tabs, soak in your hands in a little warm soapy water with an orange stick to pry up the sides and peel it off. That's all that's going to take. If you even need that, because these are not the most sturdy way to put your nails on. So if you've used these, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Also, if you have put on a peel off base coat, same thing. Soak your hands in a little hot soapy water or warm soapy water, get a little orange stick and just, peel your nails off. No big deal. And a lot of people do that because they want to wear different sets all the time, or they don't want to do any prepping of their nail beds, and that's totally fine. If that's the way you do it, then your removal is going to be so simple. But if you're like me and you have acrylic on your nails, and let's keep it real, whether it's powder and monomer acrylic, dip acrylic, or gel, that's all acrylic. And acrylic needs to be removed in a very specific couple of ways, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go through my removal, and we'll talk about honestly, to my mind, there's really only two ways to do it. If you're doing it by putting a nail tip under there, you're hurting the nail bed. If you're using your mouth to pull it off, or nail clippers or anything else, you're hurting your nail beds. So stop doing that. It doesn't take that long or that many things to remove your nails. So let's do it the right way. So all I'm going to do is start by trimming these down, because why mess with all of this tip that we don't need? Maybe wear glasses, because, those things fly everywhere. You'll be looking for these to the middle of next week. You can do this under a towel too, so it doesn't fly everywhere, but I want you to see it, so I'm not doing that. Okay, now you have a couple choices from this point. You can use a hand file to do the next part, okay? Which for me is going to be just taking off the shine, okay? And removing, the bulk of the product, not all of it. But you can file all the way down. Being careful not to file your own personal nail, too aggressively. You don't, unless you're prepping for fresh nails, you really don't have to touch your nail that much. And the more that you get down, the pressure is going to lift the product, and you, in many cases, that last little layer, you'll be able to just basically flake that off. You can file off with this, or you can use your e-file if you have one. If you don't have one, consider investing. If you're going to keep doing your nails or doing your removals, it's a really good way to go. Don't start, though, by working on yourself. Buy one of these little $5 doll hands, throw some acrylic on her, and then file it and see how it feels, right? See how it feels. There are lots of practice videos out there, so check them out. So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to take this medium band and put it on my mandrel bit, which is very hard. Very hard. And then we're going to pop this on here. Now, I do like to run this on my bit, run the sanding band on a file a little bit, because it really does soften that up. It feels almost like fabric. Once I turn this up, it's really noisy. You probably won't hear me that well, so I'm going to turn the volume down. I'm just going to show you me removing the bulk of this product, okay? Now we've got the tips basically removed. There's some gel still on here and we want to get that down. I don't want to file it all the way down. I want to completely remove it. So what we're going to do is I've got these little squares of foil and I am just going to take some paper towel. You can use like those cotton squares or a cotton ball, whatever you have handy. I usually don't have cotton. I don't really use it that much, except for on Q-tips, right? So I just use paper towels because I've always got paper towels in the house. So I just make a little square and I soak it. I don't just wet it. I soak it so it's fully soaked. And then I'm going to start on my pinky, mainly because it's easier to keep working with the other fingers when my thumb and index finger aren't done yet. So here you go. I tripped a little, but that's it. That's all you do. And tighten it around your finger the best you can. Okay, folding it over. And you're just going to let it sit there for about 10 minutes. It's going to take a while. And if you have any little spots where your skin has been abrased or anything, or you have any, loose cuticles, it might sting a tiny bit. But you'll be okay. It stops after a second. It's no big deal. It's just a little acetone. I don't usually have any problems with it at all. So, and there's different ways that you can fold it to make it work for you. You do what works, because if you're working on your own, whatever way makes it work and be tight, do that. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to it. You're just putting them on there. And so I'm going to finish putting these on the rest of the nails. Not this hand. I do one hand at a time because it's too hard to have both for me. But I'll come back in about 10 minutes and we'll one at a time take them off and see where we're at. All right, guys, it's been actually like 11 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and check it out. Don't freak out. Your fingers are going to get a little ugly for a second, but part of it's just that they've been wet and it also pulls some of the oil. So we'll replace that at the end. Here, let me brace my finger on this. So then we're just really going to come in, and as you can see, these tips come right off. And so does the gel that they're put on with. It just peels right off. Now there is a tiny bit, oops, there is a tiny bit of hard gel on my nail, because I usually put down something a little pink and pretty. So that's what this is, but that's all the tip and all of the gel. So let's go ahead and keep going. You can see how clear it gets, how sheer and ready to come off it is. You can use, this is just a little metal tool that you would sculpt clay with, and I've had it for a million years and I use it for my nails now, and I have 3 of them and they do different things for me. I like this one because it's sharp, but it's not so sharp that it would cut me, right? And it just does a really great job scraping all of this off for me. But you can use your cuticle pusher or anything that you feel comfortable doing it with, like an orange stick or something. orange wood stick. Although, I'm pretty sure they're not made with orange wood anymore. I think they used to be. And the name stuck. But anyway, I'm going to finish getting all this gunky stuff off. And I'm just going to come in and clean things up a little. Like I said, there's still a little hard gel on here. So it's okay to use the coarser side, because I'm not trying to remove that. I just want to clean it up and get any remnants of this gel off. If you are working directly on your nail, use the other side, right? So you're not hurting your actual nail bed with the coarse side. You should never use the coarse side on your actual nail, okay? That's bad news. That's a whole bunch of sore nails waiting to happen. I mean, I suppose there's some folks out there whose nails are so thick that it wouldn't hurt them so much, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. All right, we have everything removed. I'm just going to come in with some alcohol and give a wipe down. That'll also get any extra acetone off your skin, right? There we go. Looks pretty good, but let's replenish because we did have acetone on our skin for more than 10 minutes. So let's be sweet to ourselves. It's not just about how pretty your nails are. It's about how much you take care of yourself and consider yourself. You matter, okay? You matter. You matter to all of us. Okay, so there you go. Okay, now that everything is removed, we are ready to do fresh enhancements. At least on this hand. This hand I'm going to remove after this, but I'll do that off camera. We are going to see you in the next video when I probably put nails on this hand. Until next time, just stay as glam as you want to be. We're going to see you then. Mwah! Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.